am Syamka Rahman and I will start the presentation for our group. As for the introduction, the global water cycle can be represented with 9 major physical processes forming a continuum of water cycle movement. A main aspect of the hydrological cycle is that it has no beginning and no finish. It can be studied starting from either of the following processes: evaporation, condensation, freezing, interception, infiltration, transpiration, runoff, and storage. The details of the project will concentrate more on flood risk management, as one of the projects is from Kenya. A flood is an overflow of water that submerges and that is normally dry. In the meaning of the flowing water, the term can also be extended in the inflow of the tide. Floods are a field of research of the discipline of hydrology and are of great importance to irrigation, structural engineering, and public health. Thank you.
I will continue the part of discussions. The hydrology cycle is a process of transport water by horizontal and vertical in its step between a water body, Earth, and also atmosphere. Earth and atmosphere contain a limited amount of water. The water in the form of liquid or frozen will be shown as ice or snow, stream, river, groundwater, sea, and lake. When it evaporates from the water surface or the process transpiration of plants through the leaf of plants, and it will become gas form. Next, it will condense to form a cloud and it will fall to earth again as participations. The water interfaces the soil and it will become a part of the groundwater or runoff, and then it will begin the cycle again. Although the hydrology is a continuous and constant process and phenomena, it is not always evident in the same place or the year after years. The flood and drought will happen when the hydrology cycle does not occur consistently. Soil and plants are used to filter the same water and it is perfumed by the temperature change over a generation. Water may feed into ground by river and stream or when the spring persists. An example of it is the flooding is on the said river in Arizona that the said water will wash out, or as said the two-motor vehicle. An Amtrak train was designed to form a commuter who went to the 3 places that they want. In Malaysia, the east coast of Peninsular Malaysia have a large chance and intensive flood when the northeast monsoon dates from November to March. It's the same phenomena will happen on the west coast that on the southwest monsoon seasons from May to September, and also the inter-monsoon season that in April and October. Southwesterly winds will couple with a slow, intense, and Sumatra is called as short-lived squall that will bring rain to the west coast plains in Malaysia that are Pulau Pinang, Kedah, and Perlis. The Indonesian island of Sumatra is a barrier, and this wind will not normally close the large-scale flow, although the flow occurring in this period is also called as monsoon flow. A flood actually is an overflow of water in a place, and it often occurs in the low-lying area. Flood will occur due to the participation flow faster than the water that absorbed in the length of carried away by the stream or river. Besides, when the water is no longer evaporated, the groundwater will continue to rise and the river will flood their banks. The ocean will also rise above the shoreline. So, the flood will occur when the process of evaporation in the hydrology system did not occur well. Moreover, when the polar ice cap meet, the groundwater, river, and also the ocean will rise. And when it's dry, during the time of participations, the flood will occur due to the water is exceed the river bank. When we condiment and drain more and more of the wastewater from the groundwater, river, and lake, it will destroy the fresh water and it will flood the parts of system that will affect how people live. Furthermore, if without vegetation, the process of transpiration will not occur and it will cause flood due to the greater runoff. One of the methods of flood management is to build a dam. A dam is designed particularly and completely for use in flood control reservations. in which the reservoir level must be kept above a certain elevation before the summer or rainy mid-season. It is used to allow a certain space amount of flood water to fill. That have an example of the dams built for the flood discharging at Xi'an River during the flood occurred in China in 2020. Besides, the flow can also controlled by the diversion canal that controlled by redirecting the exits of the water to purpose-built canal or footway. The water will turn into the river to holding ponds on other bodies of water temporarily where they have a low risk and lower impact on flooding. An example of the diversion canals is the Federal Diversion Dams of Clackamas River, which is located in United States. The river defenses are used by many countries for management of flooding to prevent the river from blasting their bank. The defense such as barns, wells, lifts, and reservoirs were built for it. The lower head dams and known as well is the most being used to create a mill ponds. They have an example of well they're using on the Humber River that located near Rainbow Park in Toronto, Ontario, Canada to prevent a recurrence of flood damage. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Hidayah binti Abu Bakar. In this project, I will present about the issue and effects of flood that related to society. This project, the issue that occurred was a flood caused by a disrupted hydrological cycle. Due to the rapid urbanization of catchment, the risk of contributing factor will be increased. In addition, hydrological parameters have also been altered by deforestation and other environmentally harmful human land use. For your information, in this year at Malaysia have several states that affected by flood, such as Pahang, Terengganu, and Johor. Not to mention, in this year at Pahang, a major flood occurred by involving 9 districts, and some of the districts has never been affected by flood before. In this situation, I'm confident that have some contributing factor or reason why this situation is happened at Malaysia. Among of the contributing factor, firstly are the river regulation step, intensified land use, and the greenhouse gas emission that trigger a change in the global environment are potential anthropogenic behavior that contribute to the flood risk. Furthermore, the World Meteorological Organization (WMO) mentioned that 43% of the global disaster are caused by flood from extreme rainfall. In this project, our group found that the other issue that make the flood always happen at Malaysia are the natural factors such as monsoon rainfall, the extreme convection rainstorm, and ag. Besides that, the ineffective risk management of flood can cause the flood to occur at Malaysia. Now, let me explain the effect that related to the society. Firstly, the flood can causing the property damage and loss of life. This is because the velocity of water flowing on a surface such as road is at a high rate. It is influenced by the rate of water infiltration into the soil. Next, when the flood take a long time to recede, the property damage such as houses made of wood will be decayed, the bridge will be collapsed, and the road will be damaged due to excessively high rainfall. The second effect is the flash flood can occur easily. Now, every people think the flood just happen at the rural area, but they forget the flood can also occur at the urban area. Actually, the flood happen, it depends on the natural factor and the drainage system. Now, many of the drainage system has many problems and ineffective at Malaysia. It is because the community itself are lack of awareness to taking care of the environment. Some individuals still throw the rubbish everywhere until make the drainage system clog, and then the flood or the flash flood especially can occur at the urban area or any location. The other effect that related to the society are the society lose of the agriculture produce, the prevalence of water-related illness such as cholera, and the people is daily activities will be affected and give effect also to the society's economy, and most importantly, the flood hit areas is pollution, either water pollution or land pollution due it is full of weed because the river has mixed with soil during the flood happen, and or full of the garbage, animal carcass or dead plants. All from me, thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Ayuni binti Kamri, metric number AA191704 from section 4 from group 5. I just want to present about last part of this presentation about conclusion. In this conclusion, I just want to explain about recommendation to solve flood. In this recommendation have 6 points. Firstly, we must developing flood control wall. Second, must installing coolant preventer in sewers such as separate roof water and wastewater drainage. Next, have vital equipment at fingertip and personal equipment needed such as freshwater pump, hose, plastic sheeting, shallow agent, shipping sheet, wooden bottle, nail emergency generator and so on. After that, we must see the hiding place from Indian grade room, the building and the city. Then we must stay out of the river and reservoir container flood water, and every time listen to the radio and obey the emergency service direction given. Last recommendation I just want to tell, like improve from any our experience and take initiative if required for potential flooding. And always communicate with specialists on future risk mitigation measurement. That's all for me. That's all for my group too. Thank you.